God.
Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time.
Well,
It's Frank's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Frank.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you very much, my dear.
Did you have a nice day?
Yeah, I had we had a very good day, and we had a very good dinner. My wife cooked, and I had some friends, and my son, and
Why did you ask him?
my daughter-in-law. So that was very nice. That was very nice.
what do you do for your 60th?
Did you send him a card?
What?
Did you send Frank a
I
card?
did. You know what it said on it? Shut up, Frank. Please.
Oh, God.
As always, yeah.
Okay.
Frankie, shut up.
Let's first question. On tonight's episode of Craig's Positivity Corner, Craig will...
What?
Craig will what?
What do you be positive about?
What are you going to bring us in the Positivity Corner?
I'm not in it.
You must be quite positive about Chelsea.
I
doing
could
what
walk
they
over
do
there to
tonight.
the very dimly lit area that the director complained about the last time I went, but I shan't.
Why are you positive?
You're so touchy.
Why are you so positive in dimly lit areas?
Because you can't see me.
Can I just add as well that the second question is for Craig. Can we get to another edition of Positivity Corner for Extra Time today?
Well, I don't need to actually today because I don't need to go over to the corner of sarcasm because Chelsea didn't need any G'ing up today. I didn't have to sugarcoat it like, you know, the 1-0 loss away in Middlesbrough. So I don't have to. They did it all for me today.
Middlesbrough did it.
They did it.
Okay.
It's when Chelsea have a bad result. Oh, Villa coming up and Liverpool. That corner over there, you might have to get some new lighting in there because I might be over there. I might be over there quite on a regular basis in the next 2 games, possibly.
Well, we'll see. Only time will tell. Brian says for Kay, although Chelsea ended Borough's Carabao Cup dreams with such an emphatic victory, thanks. Do you think Michael Carrick's team have what it takes to rebound and win promotion to the Premier League?
Well, they can't beat
Go
Rotherham.
on, Kay. Answer.
I'm not ruling it out. They're not far off the playoffs. And they made the playoffs last year. I just hope that...
You need to go to the positivity corner now.
I do. It's just hard after today. Listen, there are a lot of players missing, players on international duty, players who are cup-tied, players who are injured. I'm going to say yes.
Goodness me.
Middlesbrough, fantastic. Well, what a result today. 6. Only lost to 6.
What happened on the weekend again?
Apparently, Middlesbrough going for automatic promotion, drew at home with the team bottom of the league. This is your Middlesbrough correspondent from the Positivity Corner, over and out.
You know what? You know, it's
God,
like Craig. Before I don't know if it still exists, but you had the lottery to get the green card in America.
Yeah.
Maybe there will be a lottery and Middlesbrough can be promoted by the lottery next season.
It's not
That may be the
far
only
of a
reason.
stretch.
Come on, you are 11th in the championship.
Yeah, but look how tight the table is, Frank. Look how tight the table is.
That's a bit like the people on the Titanic
Yeah.
going, and as it's going down, going, do you know, I think we got a chance. I think this ship looks okay here. As the bow just goes up, heads 10,000 feet below, playing the music, going, keep playing, lads.
I'll tell you what we did win. The Battle of the Singing today at Stamford Bridge. You could only hear us all the way through the game.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
There's not much else to do up in Middlesbrough, is it? Sing.
All right, why does ESPN FC dislike Arsenal so much? The framing of coverage for Arsenal compared to other teams in Europe is generally negative on missing
Hold on,
context.
who sent this in? Kieran Gibbs.
Well, it is Kenzo. Is that Kieran's nickname?
Yeah, must be.
That's his burner.
Didn't we have the same question about Manchester United the week before, Real Madrid the week before, and I don't know, another team the week before?
Chelsea a couple of weeks ago.
Do you know, whenever I used to travel around all the grounds in England doing Premier League and the FA Cups and all that, years before I was what's the word?
I have no idea.
No,
Deported?
that's why I looked at
Deported.
I'm waiting to see.
Did you say deported? Kidnap. Kidnap.
Kicked out.
Kicked out. Kidnap. Deported. Before I suddenly just appeared in this side of the pond, whenever I used to go around the grounds, it was very that. Why do you hate Man United? When I go to Old Trafford. Why do you hate Chelsea? Why do you hate Tottenham? Why do you hate Arsenal? Every one of them thinks that you hate their club. It's quite scary.
It is. But how do we frame Arsenal positively, given what we've seen over recent weeks? They were top beginning of December. What's even Craig's positivity corner is a stretch.
Well, it's fine. Kieran, come on. They're flying under the radar now.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
Tell you what, you are really positive, you know.
A good thing. They want to be chasing and not chased.
It's amazing.
Oh well, you are so.
There you go.
Stevie and I were on, Nickel and I were on that day and looking at each other going, I'm quite on board with this one. Arsenal flying under the radar. And also, it's better to have less points than more points.
I was going to say it's better to have loved it last than to have never loved at all. All right.
I've never heard it framed like that.
What's that?
I didn't know where he was
Less
going.
points and more points.
It's more beneficial at this time of the season to have less points than more points. What?
All right, for Shaka.
Maybe we're just missing some here.
Today is National Pie Day. Start, bench or drop these pies.
Ooh.
Shepherd's pie, apple pie or aloo pie.
What's a loo?
I
Curry?
was potato.
Oh, like a curry, potato curry.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, So aloo is the Indian word for potato. Oh, apple pie, aloo pie, shepherd's pie.
Well, you're what?
So that's what. So that's who I start, bench, and drop. Start aloo, start apple, bench, start apple,
Oh, God.
bench aloo, drop shepherds.
Really?
Stevie's going to be ringing the show again.
That's all right.
Huh?
Yeah. I love me an aloo pie. It's only small.
I'm not an apple pie guy. You have an apple pie, do you have...
I love
Yeah, but you've got a sweet tooth, haven't you?
I do.
But what with, Shaq? What? Just
Do you have cream or ice
cream?
Ice cream. Ice cream. It's got to be ice cream. Vanilla.
Big space.
Shepherd's pie.
All right.
I'm dropping shepherd.
Leave me alone with that.
I'm dropping shepherd.
As we speak, you know, Stevie will have it all down his shirt.
I'm surprised he's not ringing us.
I was about to say, last time somebody said something at extra time he didn't agree with, he called in.
I did love
That was what I was saying.
I'd been here since... I got
You
kidnapped
weren't
here in
in 2009.
2009.
You got deported. Into it.
I was deported from the UK. They removed my passport and any ability to go back there.
Stevie called in. Goodness. Oh,
Yep.
right.
Wonderful moment.
All I've done is laugh.
All right. Have you ever played in a testimonial? If so, how differently do players view it compared to pre-season friendlies?
Yeah, I couldn't give a stuff. Well, it was a pre-season friendly, actually. We went down, played in a couple, went down and played in Jimmy Phillips, who was a stalwart left-back for Bolton back in the day when Bolton were in the Premier League. And of course, a lot of these teams in England, or a lot of these players would want... I was playing for Celtic at the time. And Celtic and Rangers, particularly Celtic, were a big draw for people having testimonials. Back in the day when the salaries weren't astronomical, because, for example, Celtic, didn't matter where you went to play, they would take 10,000 with them. So they'd fill a stadium, so that's money. So we went down to play Bolton, and it was just off the back of the World Cup, 98, France 98. I wish I hadn't brought that up, he'll say he won it. And
You did, though.
by the time he comes back on screen, he'll have it on the top of his head. And so, having just played the World Cup with the boys, and then we're pre-season with Celtic, let's just say we were not taking this as serious as we might have. And we got to the hotel in Bolton, which was next to the new stadium, and next to the hotel there was a row of shops, and then there was one thing that was a very big allure for the players. A pub. And And so we decided, most of us, the unprofessional element of the squad, which I was part of, we'd go and spend the night before Jimmy Phillips' testimonial in the pub, which we did.
I'm not seriously at all.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I only been in one testimonial. Peter Beardsley's from Newcastle. We invite Celtic. This was the end of the season, so even less reason to take it with any seriousness at all. End of season friendly. Craig's point, Celtic bring 10 or 15,000 down. I mean, it's a hop, skip, and a jump from Glasgow.
You just know they're bringing a lot.
They bring 10 or 15,000. The stadium is packed.
Yep.
And they're actually winning. They're actually winning with about half an hour to go. Nobody's taking anything seriously. So Newcastle just started bringing players on. It was so. At first, the Celtic players seemed to get a little upset, and then they realised this really don't matter. So Newcastle first gave it about 16 players at the park, and Shearer picks the ball up in the box, and just does this ridiculous dive. I mean, clearly, just does this big old dive. Ref gives a penalty so Peter Beardsley could score. He misses the first penalty. Ref gives it, no, keeper moved, take it over. Peter scored the penalty the last minute, and everybody was happy. It was just a lot of fun. It really just turned out to be really fun.
Frank, do you remember any testimonials that you played in?
Yeah, the first year that I spent with Craig at Chelsea, we had the Kevin Hitchcock's testimonial. I think we played against a Dutch team. I think it was PSV Eindhoven, I think it was that club. I think it was that club. That was a great game. It was Stamford Bridge was packed. I think Kevin made lots of money. Happy for him. And I think we won on top of it. But it was nice. It was very nice.
I don't even remember that.
It was different than a friendly game because you want to win. I think you want to win for the players who had that tribute. Yeah, it was the first year. I think it was. Yeah, Kevin Hitchcock.
I should remember, bearing in mind he was best man at my wedding.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Okay.
Maybe you'd been to the pub at the end of the row of shops.
Yeah.
I got offered a testimonial, at Chelsea. In my contract, the contract that I turned down before I left to go to Celtic, they offered me a 4-year contract. A new one, which would have taken me to a testimonial, but I'm very self-aware. Many people won't think that. But I thought to myself, who's going to turn up for my testimonial? It was like one man and a dog. So I was like, nah, I'll take the money. I'm going to go to Celtic. I mean, this happened to a few players, that for no bad reason. Like Johnny Bumstead was at Chelsea, stalwart, got a couple of thousand there because the weather was terrible. They played, I think, Real Sociedad. And Stevie tells not a great story, Graham Sharp at Everton, who was a Scottish striker, fantastic player, Sharpie. Great stalwart in that Everton side with Andy Gray and Lineker and whoever they bought, Peter Reid. What a team they had. He had a testimonial. And the weather, apparently Stevie tells the story, the weather was so bad in Liverpool. It was so bad, literally nobody turned up. Literally. I mean, that's a choker, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. I love that you were like, no.
That's sad.
Yeah. I didn't want to embarrass myself. But any chance I can just take the money? I'll take the extra.
Sun is shining. Sun is shiny. Nobody.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
In Real Madrid, nobody showed up.
Hutchinson, the chief executive, I said, tell you what I'll do. We'll skip the testimonial, my old pal. Forget that. I said, I'll just take the extra money now instead of waiting to see how many people turn up. I didn't do it.
Very humble, I would say.
Yeah.
Self-aware.
Very, that's
very humble. Very
I think
humble.
it's positive.
Last question for Frank. Will you be reaching out to Karim Benzema directly to urge him to sign on with Chelsea in light of his desire to leave the Saudi League?
Well, if I call him, I reach him out, we'll ask him how fit he is, because I want to make sure he's going to be useful and he's not completely retired. And but of course, if Karim Benzema still has the willingness of doing his best, getting his best, and getting in shape as he was for Real Madrid, yes, he's more than welcome, and I will urge him to come to score goals for Chelsea, for sure. For sure, you cannot deny that Karim Benzema the last decade was the best striker in the world. So he would love to have the same kind of player at the same level for Chelsea, for sure.
All right. Well, that will do it for
Frank, keep his number in the phone, do you? Frank, keep carrying Benzema's number.
Blocked him. Benzema blocked Frank.
Block Frank. Block you.
Yeah, he already blocked me, yeah.
Frank only texts a generic text to all of us anyway, we've established.
Let me tell you, if we want any top player on the phone immediately, this here bat phone is a hotline to all the top stars. I've got them all in there. Believe me.
No, I did not. I want to know who's the most famous name in it.
Me?
That was so humble.
You have your
I don't-
name in your...
So humble.
I don't know. Listen, I don't mix. I'm a man of the people. I don't mix with famous people.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Being that phone, you've got to be a
local
joiner, a plumber, or an electrician.
And
Anything
local
else,
as well.
You're out.
He keeps it local as well, does Craig Burley, because he's a man of the people. All right. Thanks so much for
Citizen
sending in your
Smith.
questions. We'll be back tomorrow.